Hi, I am the Divine Empress, and today I'm going to be doing the Pisces reading for the month of June 2019. Now, I want to note that I say that it's for the month of June, but remember that energy is timeless, so you may pick up on this energy or resonate with this energy, months from now, or whenever you just happen to come across this video. Please remember, whatever led you to this video, the objective of it is for you to just take something out of it. If you can, that's great. If you can't, that's okay. You can just leave it. And yeah. So far for the Pisces reading, I'm picking up that there may be something that y'all are not letting go of, or some type of rejection that isn't like settling well with you, or it may be maybe you had to reject something and it's just it may be leaving you in like some stagnant energy, leaving you stuck, having you feel just in an energy where you don't really, you know, possibly have any will to just move forward, or have, faith, take a leap of faith into your new journey. um that's what I got in the pre-shuffle, so we're gonna continue. Lord, what messages do you have for Pisces for the month of June 2019? What messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? So we have the Emperor. We have the Eight of Wands, communication. And the Page of Cups. So at some point, maybe you're in this energy right now, or you were at some point of this energy of feeling stable, feeling confident, possibly like in the Empress like energy. I know the Emperor showed up, but right now the Empress wants to pop out of the deck, and it's just like this state of, stability that you were in. And maybe like some type of form of communication came in, possibly that kind of shook you up, that kind of made you reminisce or reflect on something of the past. Maybe some communication, but I'm just picking up that it wasn't even like that big or that serious. It was something small that possibly triggered you. Lord, please clarify the Eight of Wands with the Page of Cups. Lord, Spirit. So 3 cards popped out. Four of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so this is definitely something that drained you. Something that you felt like you needed to defend yourself against, obviously. Maybe you were defending yourself, defending all of what you came from in this healing process. Being very proud of, with the Nine of Cups, being very proud of your investments, and, things that you've worked on that, like, just as an individual, maybe just working on yourself, or things that you've just seen that you needed improvement on, and now you just kind of, either you can rejoice in feeling accomplished with those things, or you are doing that. You do kind of give yourself that pat on the back and that self-recognition right now. But it's like you being protective and like defending yourself is kind of what brought on that energy. And yeah. Spirit, please give me more messages for Pisces, June 2019. There was definitely some type of rejection. Some type of, either you rejected someone or you got rejected. But the Four of Cups is popping out a lot. It popped out a lot in the pre-shuffle. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So right now that tells me that maybe through this rejection you feel as if you regained some of your energy back. Yeah, being proud, and definitely being proud in yourself for like choosing yourself, being proud of yourself for deciding not to deal with a situation where like you were being juggled, or deal with a situation where you weren't getting your due reciprocation. Some type of dishonesty maybe brought on this Ten of Swords energy where you felt stabbed in the back. Some type of discourse off of your truth, maybe as an individual. Maybe at some point you lied to yourself in a situation where you knew that the person didn't have any good intentions for you, but you still decided to have trust and faith into that person instead of having trust and faith into your intuition. So with that, that can bring on a feeling of you feeling like you betrayed yourself. Definitely. I'm going to go ahead and use my other deck. By the way, the decks that I use will be linked in the description below. I use the Rider-Waite Deck and Majestic Monday's Tarot deck also, and I'll have those in the description. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Pisces 2019 June? Okay, Four of Pentacles and Hermit in reverse. Holding on to something that's outside of you, that's kind of keeping you from finding you, that's keeping you from you, that's keeping you from that true fulfillment that you seek within yourself. Holding on to something that maybe is draining you, maybe that doesn't serve you. Possibly it's like you knew that you needed to cut something out, because I got the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. So it's like you need a Knight of Cups. Maybe you needed to cut out a Knight of Cups. Maybe they were like a water sign. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's not. Maybe it could be anything. I'm picking up like possibly romantic, especially with this Three of Cups popping out, which goes back to that juggling thing, right? But so you cut something out that you knew didn't serve you, but you're still reflecting. You're still reflecting on it. You knew this thing. You see, he has his back turned on his fulfillment. He has his back turned on his Ten of Cups. Although he cut it out, cut this thing that didn't serve him out for his Ten of Cups, he's still not focusing on his Ten of Cups. He's focused on the sword. He's focused on the pain and the truth. He's, I don't know why I want to say obsessively, but it can get, I don't want to say like, some of y'all aren't too obsessive, but just as warning, like if you don't, I don't know, I don't want to be like, if you don't do this, like, I don't like scaring one, but it can get to an obsessive energy, and we know that's low vibrational. So it's like right now, like, spirit is calling to tell you, it's calling me to tell you to just try to focus on your abundance at this time. Try to focus on all your blessings. Because continuing to focus on things that didn't work out, what you're doing is like you're sending out a message to the universe and to your angels that, like, those are the experiences that you want to focus on. So like those are the experiences that you want to continue to have. So when we focus on our abundance in our life and the things that truly does fulfill us, and the things that are truly for us, the things in our life sorry, that was my puppy. The things in our life that stick to us, that don't bring us off our path, the things in our life that are in alignment with our truth. Um, when we focus on those things and we focus on our fulfillment, that's when we attract the things that we once thought we needed. When we truly don't need them anymore, that's when we attract all of the abundance and the things that we crave. So it's just all about focus. It's all about um, your interpretation of certain events, of certain things. Like, it's always okay to reflect. It's always okay to reflect, but just remember that reflection has to actually go somewhere. You can't just reflect and like continue to be like low vibrational and like, blame yourself for things, or, wish things went differently or anything like that. Remember, all things are divinely timed. All things are meant. All things are meant to be as is. Um, all things are meant to be as is. So remember that, and the more that we kind of obsess over things that could have been, is the more that we kind of steer ourselves, just like, yeah, with this reverse hermit. I'm just looking at that. It's like you're steering yourself away from your truth, away from yourself. A lot of times we can lose ourselves that way. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces, June 2019? Okay. Princess of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, to me, I always like to pick her energy up as surprisingly what I was talking about. Her always reflecting on things and having close observation and analysis of things. And the fact that like she's coming in reverse, it just as I was saying, like, it's okay to reflect and be observant, but just make sure that you're not self-loathing, or having a pity party like that. It's always okay to cope and deal with things as you need to, but it's like you gotta try to uplift yourself, and never compare your worth to anyone else's decisions, because you can't measure your worth upon the decisions that other people decide to make. Hey, Coco, get over here. Get over here now. Get over here. Sorry about that. Coco just chewed up my pillow. God damn it. Ugh, sorry about that. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces? Nine of Cups. So it's like you have a wish, you have this new potential, you have this newness and this ability, the means, the resources to obtain the things you desire. You have it all, but it's almost as if you don't feel worthy with this Hanged Woman. You're keeping yourself stuck. Ultimately, it has to do with your worth indirectly, I guess, but directly it has to do with this reflection and this hard time, this hard comprehension of this rejection. Maybe you were rejected. Maybe you had to sorry, maybe you had to shift your focus away from something and reject someone that you didn't want to reject. Or maybe you were just rejected. But that rejection was a blessing, if so. Trust and understand that. Because with this Nine of Cups, you have wish. You have wish fulfillment. Anything you desire, you have because of this incident. Right. Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? You have the means to turn your dreams into reality. This event, possibly tower moment, the tarot card didn't pop out or anything, but it was definitely something that took a toll, definitely something that is weighing heavy on your mind. For sure. So it's like you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is all about turning your dreams into reality. The Two of Wands is all about planning, having everything you need, and planning and overseeing your future. Having the wands and the passion and the work and the spoons. You got the spoons to get it. You have it. Big time. Big time. Whatever this was your blessing in disguise. Ace of Pentacles want to pop out. Hell yeah. With the Moon card though. Because the way that you're interpreting it, it's like you're deceiving yourself. You're lying to yourself. You're not allowing yourself to completely see the blessing because you're afraid of this leap of faith. You're afraid of this new season. You may feel like, there's no better out there for you, or from whatever and this apply my words however they fit, and if they don't fit, don't apply them. So this thing was just this event. I feel like for those who will resonate with this and knows what I'm talking about, understand that it was divinely driven with this Hierophant. And with the Three of Swords right behind it, it was definitely painful. But that's honestly how we learn our best lessons spiritually. And when I say spiritually, I mean just through the cycles of life, um, and the concept of ascension. When we truly learn the most important lessons and we truly ascend and promote to the next season and stage of our lives, is when we learn those lessons through pain. So I say that that's spiritual because when something so traumatic or heart-wrenching happens to us enough to where it can shift our mindset or change us in any way, um in any way, that this could be positive or a negative way, we change spiritually. Our soul changes. So it's, for me, I like to explain everything. It's all a spiritual experience in the end, at the end of the day, because these circumstances, and when I say circumstances, I mean our daily lives, where we live, what's in our bank accounts, and what we wear, how we look. That's a circumstance. That's a circumstance of this dimension. But when you tap into your true inner self and tap into your soul, you understand that, circumstances don't really matter. The type of job you have doesn't really matter if your soul isn't rich. Um, so I say all these emotional lessons, or spiritual lessons that we go through, it's all on a spiritual realm, you know, if you follow. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces? Seven of Wands popped out again. Feeling real defensive, feeling real protective of yourself. Yeah, and all that you've been through. As I said, Like you just feel like I've been through hell and back. You're tired and you're defensive and you're fighting. Maybe you're fighting for your happiness, maybe you're fighting for change, maybe you're fighting for the truth. But you're definitely in defense mode at this time. And it's because of it is just ironic, like that the three of swords is right behind. It's like this heart. You're protecting your heart, like literally. Um, because you've been through a lot. And that's understandable. But we understand that some lessons or some pain that's inflicted on us through life is from God. So if we know that it's from God and we know that God is of our highest good, aren't we worth happiness? Aren't we worth that peace? That peace of understanding. You don't have to keep reflecting if you understand that it was from God. There's no amount of logic that you can apply to understand. But you just have to know and stand in your power and continue to try to align yourself in your truth. Because ultimately walking in your truth will give you that stability and that fulfillment. And you will see your blessings. You will see the abundance that you want. But you see right now you're in the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups energy, which is a state of mind of lack and grief. You're in grief. And you may feel as if it's unbearable, but you have to know that this isn't just grief of a situation that ended. This is grief of your old self. I mean, not grief. This is death of your old self. I don't know. I'm getting emotional right now. Because it's like, yes, it hurts, but it's going to change you for the better. And it hurts so bad because it's a death to the old you. It's a new season has truly emerged. And there is no birth. There is no birth without pain. Unfortunately. But that birth, when the baby's here, is beautiful and it's happiness and you rejoice. It's labor pains, it's growing pains. So you just gotta remember that. I don't know why I just got so emotional. Maybe because I can, that part I can resonate with. I think I have Pisces and Jupiter. Yep, my Jupiter's in Pisces. Hell yeah. Okay. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Pisces tonight? What other messages do you have for Pisces? What ending messages do you have for Pisces tonight, Lord? So, you have the victory. You have your karma. By doing what you gotta do in healing and taking care of self and doing that inner work that you know needs to be done, rolling up those sleeves, you have judgment. This truth that came with the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords that brought this feeling of deception and being stabbed in the back, you will have judgment. You will have your good karma. When the Queen of Swords comes, she not only brings the painful truth, but just for instance, in a situation where you got fucked off by someone, it's like, yes, the truth in that is that you got fucked off, but the other side of the truth in that is that you were honest and that you put in your good deed and that you continue to be in alignment with, just maybe not your true inner self, but you were in alignment with good. You were in alignment with good intentions, and with that truth brings in your good karma, and that's guaranteed to you. So by continuing to heal, you do end up seeing the blessings in abundance. And not only that, but you receive it and you open up, you allow yourself to be more open to those things. Because sometimes when we block out and we're defensive, we black out our blessings. And I know it sucks because it's like you're in pain. Of course you're defensive. But you have to understand that it's about the way that you decide to think about this deception, in all honesty. And that this truth came in and it was painful, but you have judgment. No one can beat judgment. Like no one can cheat judgment. When the true with the queen, these are like powerful for me. Like, and then judgment is a major arcana. So it's like truth and judgment. Because the Queen of Swords, she brings like truth and communication. So it's like, and clarity. Like, as long as you stay here and stay healing and continue to do what you got to do and continue to do your best, because regardless of anything, regardless of if you possibly had bad judgment or bad selection at any point, you still stayed within what you knew best. And when we do what we know best, and for our understanding at that time, we are always rewarded. We're always rewarded with good karma. So you just have to remember that, and you have to remember to stay in your light. Spirit, what messages do you have? Musician, understand that you are the manifester of your world. You are the creator of your world. You control the things that you want to see. You produce the things in your life by just thought. You are a powerful being. And not only that, but you have the means and resources to produce the things that you want to see. It's just all a matter of you being open to receive them. Are you ready to receive your blessings? Do you feel worthy to receive your blessings? Where are you finding your worth? Are you finding your worth within yourself, or are you finding your worth within another person's actions? Because that's where we get lost. We start to equate our worth with another person's actions, when in reality, what other people do has nothing to do with us and everything to do with them. Because what you do has everything to do with you. So it would be impossible to actually, and irrational to even compare or measure your worth on how someone else's condition, because just as you are working through your conditions, so are other people. So not everyone knows how to handle value or worth, and we kind of just got to understand that and take it for what it is and not take it personal, and take somebody for who and what they are. Yeah, you have wish fulfillment. You have the wish card. Make a wish and you will receive it. With the Queen of Pentacles, possibly financially, definitely financially. Money is coming in for you if you allow it to. Just have that confidence and know that all things that you want to obtain is already yours. You have wish fulfillment. Taking a leap of faith, possibly having more faith and confidence in regards to your new options, possibly in love. The Lover's card popped out earlier. You will find that dream partner of yours, your life partner. is out there. You may have already met him, but it's just a matter of, do you have faith and confidence in your decisions? Are you healed to make the right decisions? Are you wise enough? Are you wise enough to take the new wisdom that you've gained and make those right decisions? See, is right now I just turned 11:11. This is definitely twin flame energy. Your mate is out there. Your life partner, you may have already met him, but you know, or maybe this is just about you. It's just having faith on this new field, on this new season that you're emerging into, and knowing that, and just having that confidence in yourself. Yeah, this is all divine. This is God's plan. Trust God's plan. Spirit, what last message do you have for Pisces, June 2019? Pisces, June 2019. You don't have to stress out about your partner. Like, they're going to come to you when you least expect it, more than likely. So the less that you stress about it, or like the less that you, almost like the less that you worry about things, the more that those things attract. Like, it doesn't even have to be about your life partner. Like, just in general, like the less that you work, or maybe not the less that you work, but the more that, right, the more that you have faith, like the more that you worry about things. Temperance in reverse popped up with the 10 of wands. Like, it's like the more that you worry about things, the more that you kind of block your blessings. You know, the Empress, she knows that all things will naturally stick to her like glue. All the things that are meant for her will stick to her. Wow. And then I'm gonna turn it up right, but these two cards came out in reverse, because this is where it came out in reverse, because you may not be in this energy, but this is the energy that you need to be in. This energy of self-love, because you are an Empress. You are an Empress. Please know and understand that you are an Empress. And with all this worrying and this reflecting and this, you know, dabbling in this possible low vibrational energy, it's not allowing that part of you to come out, but it's in you. You just have to stop. You're looking for your worth the wrong way. You need to go within, have strength over your emotions, and have logic. Have logic over your emotions. Don't allow your emotions to control, you know, what you think. Because it's, you know, getting in the way of you being in this energy. And when you are in the Empress energy is when you attract the most good. And it's like, you can move on from this thing. You can. It's all about self-talk. What are you telling yourself? Like, you gotta know that you can do anything you put your mind to. You can. You have wish fulfillment. You have God dabbling in your life already. If you know in your heart and believe and have faith in your heart that God is with you through all your steps of life, then you know that your success is written in the stars. Your success is already there. It's up to you to open yourself up to receive it. Those seasons where you were disappointed and you lacked are over. Where you had those feelings of lack, those seasons are over. You are not going through this pain for nothing. You are rebirthing. You are rebirthing into the new you. And that's why it's so painful. But it's time to rejoice. It's time to rejoice on this new season. It's time. It's time, Pisces. Oh, I love Pisces so much. Allow yourself to receive what you deserve. Don't let the devil convince you that you are unworthy. Please, do not allow the devil to convince you. This is not the devil's work. This is God's work. And you have new opportunity coming in. You have new opportunities and newness coming in. Things that you haven't experienced. You have to allow yourself to get uncomfortable. It's okay to be sad over the past. But now it's time to create new experiences. How do you want it to go? How do you want those experiences to look? It's up to you. This is newness. Step into your power. Step into your truth. Go within and ask yourself your truth. What is your truth? Because I'm sure that your truth is not this lack energy. Your truth is that you're an empress. Your truth is that you love yourself. The truth is that you need to fulfill yourself. Because you are the only one who knows what you need, and you are the only one who knows how to get what you need and give what you need. So why not give it to yourself? You're worthy, and you deserve it. You are worthy, more than worthy. And through knowing that brings in all suitors. If that's what you're waiting on. Because it starts with you. You got to be your first suitor. Kind of. Sorry. You got to, be your first suitors. You got to see it in you first. You got to see the admirable traits in you first. Through this self-investment, brings in this movement towards love. And it brings in suitors. Through this self-investment. All right, Pisces. And then the overall energy, the Wheel of Fortune came out. You are definitely having a big ending. You are rebirthing. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading there. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to contact me in my email, which will be in the description below. If you enjoyed the reading, please let me know through a like or a comment. It will be greatly appreciated. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Hopefully you can resonate with it. Hopefully there is something that you can take out of it. If you didn't, that's okay. Please check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury on my channel. If you are interested, again, if you want a personal reading, just feel free to contact me through email. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading. Thank y'all for tuning in.